Welcome to That's No Class. I'm Brian Bruman.
And I'm Morgan Darian.
Welcome back to the home of class. Thanks for being here with us. Shout out to all the people who got the Kirkland signature hoodie during the holidays this year. I'm jealous of you all. I saw a teenage girl repping it at the mall the other day, and I gave her well-deserved props.
I'm so sorry I failed you.
I envy all the people.
They were sold out.
I know. Still. Hey, send us some pics if you got one, please. It would mean a lot to me, honestly.
Oh my gosh.
All right, let's get to some news.
Now here's the news.
Okay, well, here's some news. Apparently, Craigslist still exists. We told you last week that we gave away our exercise bike, but that was only because I had already put it up on Craigslist and got 0 responses. But I tell you, the day after we did that episode, some guy reached out to me willing to give me a totally decent price. So, hey, don't sleep on Craigslist. People
So sad.
still creeping around on there. That's actually not my story. Here's my story.
Okay.
It's something else that I didn't know, but I learned, and I was totally stunned. Did you know that Apple Watches and some other smartwatches don't fully work on people with tattoos?
What? No. What?
Yeah, I thought this was totally crazy. So,
What? How?
okay, so the reason is a lot of these watches use sensors for different functions like health data,
Okay.
even when you're actually, telling whether you're wearing the watch or not. Things like this, it needs to have a sensor.
Yeah.
And the way that these sensors work is they're on the back side of the watch, on the underside that actually touches your skin.
Right.
And the way that they work is they put out a light, and the light reflects back off your
No
skin.
way. I
And
didn't
it can
know it was a
tell,
light.
yeah, and it can tell all kinds of data off of that, like heart rate and stuff like that. So apparently, the darkness of the tattoo ink messes with the sensors, and it doesn't really know what to do with that data, and the data is kind
way.
of wrong. And it makes sense to me because it reminds me of high-end cars. If you have sensors in the windshield and the windows, you can't put window tint on that because the sensors use
Ew.
light. I get this. So I think it's crazy, though.
That's weird.
I think it's totally crazy that you would release a product like that because it's not only tattoos.
Oh.
It also doesn't work with people with dark skin.
No.
And is this just like is this, I don't know, is it an open secret? Is it not a secret at all? Does everybody know this and I never knew this? I have never heard of this before.
What?
But it's really crazy to me.
Come up with a different tech.
I know. Come up with different, it seems, I don't want to say that it's discriminatory, but it's a wild thing that you're telling me.
I'm sure it was by accident because who wouldn't want to sell to more people?
Exactly.
But that is bizarre.
It's super bizarre.
That's
I think
weird.
it's
That's
super weird.
Not where I thought that was going, but yeah, weird.
I don't like it. Do you guys know about this? Are you
That's
a person
really
with dark skin who's had
weird.
this problem? Like, are
tattoo.
you pissed about it? What do you think about it? It's crazy.
That is fully insane.
It's totally crazy.
I have no words, honestly.
I know. You're going to think about it for a little bit like I think
really
about
am.
it. Now, every time I look at an
This
Apple
is
Watch,
like one
I'm
of those ones. I'm going to be thinking about it for a while.
Super weird.
Weird.
Super weird.
Okay.
Anyway, that's
All
it.
right.
What do you got?
Okay. So I'm excited about this one.
Okay.
According to the Hollywood Reporter, James Cameron has a National Geographic special coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with that, but this is the part I'm excited about. It's called Titanic 25 years later. And wait. I don't care about that part either. He is going to use a team of scientists and stunt people to try out 4 different scenarios to see if Jack could have fit on the door with Rose. Okay, so for that one person out there that hasn't seen Titanic, there's a giant debate on the ending because the guy dies and the girl lives. And everyone's like, but they both could have lived. The floating wood door that Rose survives on could have fit 2 people. And then we wouldn't have to see poor Jack freeze to death. This is such great advertisement for his National Geo special because who the heck was going to go out of their way to watch this before knowing he'd take on the debate of our time? I'm so excited.
I think you're totally right. You're totally right. I was completely not interested.
No.
This is tired, dude.
Absolutely not.
Give it up on the Titanic thing. How many times are you going to do this Titanic thing?
Yes.
Brilliant.
But yeah, this is...
Pretty brilliant.
I mean... Whoever had this idea, whether it was him or someone else, they sold that special basically.
Completely.
No one would have watched that.
No. Are we watching it now?
I have to.
Are we going?
At least
At
a
least
part
that
of
part,
it.
right?
Doesn't that be the whole thing?
All right, guys, we'll watch that special too. Let us know. Are you
All
gonna
right.
watch that special?
Yeah.
Dang.
Gotta know.
I mean, you just gave him some free advertising for it right here.
I did.
You're welcome, Jimmy. You're
Yeah.
welcome. Not like you
Jimmy.
didn't make enough money off freaking Avatar and all the rest of that crap.
Jimmy.
Good Lord.
Good Lord, Jimmy.
All right. Well, when we come back, we have more news, actually.
Ooh, yeah.
And something new. And then we're going to take you to the streets to talk to some people waiting around for something to eat. Thanks so much for being here with us. We're going to be right back. Welcome back. And now it's back. Double news.
Now here's the news.
Again! Okay, so my double news story hails from New Mexico.
Okay.
According to AP News, this is the first state in the U.S. that is considering proclaiming a state smell. Their state smell, you might ask? Specific to their state and no other, roasted chili.
Literally what I think of when I think of New Mexico.
Is it?
Never-
are you
I've never
joking
been,
or are you
No,
being...
I'm serious.
Oh, really?
I've never been there, but I know that Chili's in New Mexico is a big
like a thing?
is a big deal. Yeah.
I didn't know this,
You didn't
but okay, you knew.
Yeah.
It sounds awesome. And I guess like every fall there's a bunch of stands and grocery stores that cook the green chilies, so it's just like wafting through the air, and like everyone knows this. Everyone knows this like a fall smell there.
Have you ever smelled green chili? Have you ever smelled chilies while they're being cooked and stuff?
I've smelled a specific green chili smell,
What about
but
chili in general?
I've cooked a chili before, and it does smell good. I've cooked one chili.
I've cooked a chili.
One chili, and it was excellent. And so, yeah, I wish my state smelled like a roasted chili. I was trying to think of the other states I've lived in, like what their smells would be, but it's hard to come up with that one specific smell to a state.
Really?
Yeah, because like I was thinking, oh, California oranges, but I'm like, I'm sure there's oranges somewhere else, like Florida.
See, that's
You know what I
interesting
mean?
to me because obviously having grown up here, there are so many smells that I associate
Like what?
with
What do
here.
you? What would you think?
I've also heard
Uh-huh.
many times that every city, like around the world, every city has its own particular smell. That it's
Really?
known that when you step off the plane, you smell,
Interesting.
there is an
I
aroma.
can kind of get that. Well, I can definitely get that when I lived in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm. What did that smell
Named
like?
after the Winston-Salem cigarette. It smelled like
Oh,
I was
really?
walking into a cigarette. It was insane.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
So I guess maybe they would have that smell.
That's super.
I was trying to think of California, what the smell would be. I don't know.
I mean, for me, it would probably be honestly the smell of hot dirt.
Interesting.
Because if you ever walk in undeveloped land in California, it smells dry and there's a
true.
heat and there's a dust smell
But see,
to
this
it.
is the problem, though, because wouldn't that also be in Arizona and stuff?
Possibly. You tell me.
You could,
I didn't smell it there.
Arizona can just be like, there's no smell because it's so hot.
It's so hot. That's
The air is sucked out of your face.
you can't smell.
Yeah,
In that
you're
heat.
incapable.
I think it's really cool. I think
Yeah.
the state smell idea is a really cool. I mean, we already do the
Yeah,
state animal
we
and
have
thing,
all
and
the
like,
state
yeah, it's
things,
just
yeah.
another thing to
It's
have
fun.
as the state.
Well, and theirs is so good because it's like a pride thing. Like,
Yeah,
this
and-
is our smell. And I was like, yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
and Chili's. New
good
Mexico
smell.
seems like such an interesting place to
Yeah.
me because just I picture the art, I picture the desert.
Mm-hmm.
Like turquoise and Chili's for me, I think as a Mexican person too, I think a lot of Mexican people know, and second generation, third generation Mexicans, people just know that chilies come from New Mexico. And that
Right.
if you're gonna get like quality chilies and you're making salsas and you're making stuff like
Sure.
that, like it's just known that
Yeah.
outside of Mexico, New Mexico
Sure.
is a great place to get yourself some
So-
quality chilies.
A good name.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Cool story. I like that. I like that.
All right.
Okay, so I've been wondering to myself,
Mm-hmm.
as my high school teacher used to say, I tell the listeners these news stories every week, but I don't really follow up with them.
Okay.
And things change, details happen, and I was thinking, do I have an obligation to the listeners to tell them the newest thing as a newsman? And I think I've decided that yes, they do. And they do deserve to have the latest. And so there's a couple stories that have new details to them. So I'm going to use the space here, and we're going to call this
Now here's the news.
Updates!
So here's some updates to 2 stories that I did in weeks past.
Okay.
All right. So ChatGPT, it's everywhere now. And if you're sick of me talking about it, I'm sorry, but I just have to get this out of the way, and then I'll let it rest for a while. I
Okay.
told you what it was and how Google's freaking out about it. Well, now the battle lines and the money involved is becoming clear.
Okay.
So on the one side, you have Microsoft and ChatGPT, which, by the way, at some point it stopped calling itself Chatbot GPT. You guys remember, you heard it here first. That's going to be the line between the OGs and those late to the game. I knew
Okay.
about it back when it was called Chatbot GPT.
All right.
Just saying, you guys too. We're all in it on this. Okay, but sorry. Okay, back to the 2 fronts in this AI war.
Okay.
Microsoft and ChatGPT on one side, Google and another AI startup called Anthropic on the other.
Oh, nice.
So Microsoft says it's investing $10 billion more into OpenAI, which is the company that owns ChatGPT.
Okay.
And they have a Bing update coming up soon, which I told you guys a little about last time.
Mm-hmm.
And that is supposed to integrate ChatGPT into it. And Google says that it's investing $400 million in Anthropic, which is this other startup, which was
Okay.
founded by former members of OpenAI.
Oh, that's funny. Of
And
course.
they have a chatbot that's called Claude. And I wouldn't think that ChatGPT would be the cooler name, but I do think that it's cooler than
I
Claude.
kind of like Claude. That's
You
really
like that?
weird.
Oh, I use Claude.
I use Claude.
That's how it's.
My old pal Claude. Claude makes shoes and
Oh,
eats
Claude tells me how to find the things.
soup.
Yeah. So anyway, the money is getting thrown down.
Okay.
And like I said before, the AI space race is on. So, you guys,
Damn.
it's gonna change some stuff.
Bing's excited. They're like, can we finally take over?
I know. Can we finally be cool?
Yeah.
No. The answer is no.
We don't know though. We don't know. We don't know that.
Okay. All right. And next, people have been kind of talking to me about this, hearing it on the show. The end of Netflix password sharing is coming next month.
Right.
But a little wrinkle got thrown in.
Ooh.
And I wonder if anything's going to change because they're dealing with a PR nightmare right now.
Oh no, what?
So some of the details of what might happen, because the details were a little vague last time we talked about it, accidentally got put up on the internet, and people are super pissed. So the details were there was like a help page that got put up for other countries. It basically told people something, and people are wondering, oh crap, is that what we're going to get? And what it said was, the main sticking point is Netflix told some users in some countries, like I said, that they're going to have to connect to their Wi-Fi networks at their primary location, meaning their home, at least once every 31 days, or it's going to lock their account.
I had a feeling something weird like this was gonna happen.
It's a weird way to do it, though.
Yeah.
That's what I think is...
That ain't right.
It seems... Well, you know that I don't care about... Like, I'm all for it. And the password sharing. I'm the only person in the world that is like, hear ye, and the password sharing. But that seems like a really crazy thing, this 31 days thing, because, you know...
Yeah, that seems a little weird.
And I know that a lot of people don't watch Netflix at home. That's the whole thing about Netflix, is you
Yeah.
can watch it literally anywhere.
Yeah, a lot of people probably take it to work,
They
like
take it
if
to
they have a
work.
boring job or something.
Yes. Or they take it to school.
Yeah.
Or, you know, you're away from home traveling and you want to be able to watch it. It seems kind of crazy that you wouldn't be at your house at least once every
Yeah.
31 days. But what if you work remote? I mean, I just don't understand. I don't know a lot about the
Yeah, I
tech and the
don't get
Wi-Fi
that.
stuff. couldn't they just do the device as the IP address
Yeah, like
of the
you could
device?
log all your devices and be like, these are my devices.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter
And-
what network I connect
Yeah.
to. That's just the device.
Yeah, and then no other devices can go on it
Yeah,
or something.
It's
I
weird.
don't know.
Anyway, so that's what
Weird.
Netflix is doing in other countries, but it's not necessarily going to come to the U.S. yet.
Okay.
They're being like, whoa, because people are pissed. Like,
Yeah,
people
because
are
that's
like,
the most bizarre
this
thing
is
ever.
insane, but
It doesn't make sense.
it's not 100% that it's coming to the U.S. yet.
All
We will
right.
wait and see, but whatever their strategy is supposed to go into effect at the end of March, the end of
right.
their first quarter.
Okay.
So we're going to find out something,
Yeah.
whatever the new things are going to be.
Weird. Okay.
So that's
All
what's
right.
going on.
We'll see.
Yeah.
You'll have to do another update, a third update.
I will, but it's going to be a while. It'll be a while,
Yeah.
guys. I'm going to leave these 2 topics alone for a bit.
All right. Good.
All right. Well, when we come back,
Mm-hmm.
we talk to some hangry people waiting in line to eat, and we ask them how long they'd be willing to go.
All
How
right.
much longer? And then your no class picks. We will be right back. Welcome back. So a couple of weeks ago, we told you about a restaurant we thought was so good, it might be worth the 3 to 4 hour wait that some people go through to eat there. But we saw online that not everybody agreed with that. Some people think that's completely insane, and maybe they're not wrong for thinking that. And we asked and we wondered, how long is reasonable to wait for something to eat?
Yeah.
And when is it worth it? So we pride ourselves on this show by not assuming that we know what other people think and feel. And I am a firm believer that if you actually talk to people and ask simple questions, you will learn a lot. So in this edition of Taking It to the Streets, we headed down to the Sawtell neighborhood on LA's west side where my favorite ramen place is. It's called Sujita, if you want to know. There's always people waiting in line on the street there. And pretty much every one of the dozen or so restaurants on that block. Lines of people.
Yeah.
So what better place, we thought, to ask people why they wait, what they'll wait for, and when they'll just give it up. Do you guys come here a lot?
I actually was here like 3 weeks ago, but before that, no.
Okay. So Killer Noodle in particular, I see a lot of people in front of. So what is this place?
So they make crepes, and they're known for their creme brulee crepe. So if you couldn't see in the window, they actually will take a torch and get it all nice and crispy up top, caramelize it. They have a really amazing custard. I like mine simple, just the most basic creme brulee crepe.
Are you guys waiting for Sujita?
Yeah, that's the name of the spot, right?
Yeah.
I just know they sell ramen there. So.
Have you had it before?
Nah, first time.
First time?
So that's why I'm waiting. We went to Daiso, walked around, checked out some stores,
Yeah, you got to pass the time.
Exactly. Because we went to the other sushi spot that won the rotating sushi.
Yeah.
Oh.
But we went to go check out the wait. It was an hour and a half.
And that's too much.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah, I'm the same. I agree. So, like, what's the longest you would wait for a place that you really like, or?
Probably an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you going to do if the hour comes up here?
Probably wait. Because I got to eat, right? Yeah,
that's right.
I feel like once you put your name in, you're committed.
Yeah.
You made that decision. Like, if you're going to put your name in, like, that's what you're doing, you know?
Sujita's always like one of the places that have a wait, like wherever you go.
Yeah. But longer than an hour?
Long an hour, probably not.
Probably not, yeah.
We use it because you come hungry, so it's like if you're waiting an hour, you're like, okay, you're going to be starving at that point.
That's true. That is true.
So if you don't plan ahead, it's like, okay, then you're going to be like, you're going to be hangry.
What I also hope is when they call a name and then that person doesn't
Those
show,
were the
they've
people that
not
couldn't
committed.
commit. Yeah.
I'm like,
Losers.
I'm like, one more closer. Yeah.
Oh,
Highly
for sure.
recommended, yeah.
Yes.
Definitely try it out.
It's
Maybe
so
when
good.
it's not-
I mean, the line isn't
maybe
too
not when
bad.
it's not so busy, but it's up to you. However long you want to wait for it.
Yes.
An hour.
So good.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. All right. The people waiting. So what did we learn?
I think an hour is probably what people
Yeah.
are willing to put up without being angry,
Yeah.
basically, without like being really disappointed.
Yeah, and
Which
that
makes sense.
That kind of surprised me, actually.
Really?
Because if you told me I
Yeah.
had an hour wait at the
Yeah.
places that I eat at regularly,
Right.
and that I expect to, be eating at, I wouldn't wait that long.
Yeah.
But
But
it shows what?
have any of these people had the best pizza in the world?
Well, and that's the interesting thing also, I think, to this, is that
Yeah.
one guy said, it's my first time. And
Right.
that's certainly an element there. Like
Yes.
the new experience,
Totally.
which was totally us.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if we would have waited
No.
3 to 4 hours.
I think the key, and every restaurant who's insanely busy should figure out how to get, I don't know, something next door they could be making money off of. Because the key was that the bar next door.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, now I'll try out these places, but I'm going to bring my own bottle of Prosecco and some bread. And I'm going to just be like standing on the street, like having the best time.
Yeah.
You know?
You should. And there are certainly the people that don't want to spend any extra money.
Yeah.
But people need something to do.
Totally.
You can make
It's
their
so
wait
lame to wait that long.
better somehow.
Yeah, yeah.
But the people were all was really cool. I'm glad
Yeah,
that
they
we
were nice.
went.
That was cool.
Not everybody was in a great mood to talk to us.
Yeah,
but
probably because they're waiting
yeah,
so
exactly.
long.
Maybe that
They're
wasn't
like,
surprising.
no.
I was like saying to Morgan, "Oh my God, these people are all like mean. Like what? They don't want to talk to us." Thank God Morgan's with me and she's super nice and people talk to her. But man, if it was just me, guys, I don't know if we would have got them interviews.
You're so funny.
It was rough
Your
out there.
face, as soon as someone's like, "No, I don't really want to do it," you're just like, so serious.
God, we should just go home.
I know.
This wasn't a good idea.
No one likes
The
us.
people are mean.
The people are mean. You're meanie.
But yeah, we learned a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks
Nice.
to the people in Sawtell who talked to us.
Yes.
Guys, tell us what you think. What's the longest you'll wait? What's the shortest that you know?
What's the shortest you'll wait?
I don't know. I was just thinking of something to
0
ask.
minutes is the answer from
No
everyone.
wait is perfect. I'm dumb. Sorry. All right. Well, when we come back, it's our favorite time. Your No Class Picks of the Week.
Yes.
So stay with us. It's time to wind down the show here, bring it to a close the only proper way with our No Class Picks of the Week.
You're just a jealous,
No class.
lazy bum.
No class pick. Okay.
All right.
So a listener called in, our very first voicemail.
Awesome.
and
Amazing.
she has a no class pick for us.
All right. Let's hear it.
So I was walking my dog, Nibs. He's a little bit hyperactive, but he's very, very sweet. So anyway, he's learning his manners. When we go outside, he's not allowed to talk to humans or other dogs as we're walking down the street, and he's getting actually pretty good at it. So anyway, I was walking him, and I see another dog and its owner approaching. And so we do what we traditionally do is we move to the side, like off of the sidewalk a little bit farther away so that he can experience them walking past and not saying hi. And so we used to have to go all the way across the street and do all that, but he's graduated to a higher level. They're walking down the street, and this lady goes, "Oh my gosh, can they say hi?" And I was like, no, they can't say hi. He's learning manners right now, but, thanks. And just really nice. And then she continues walking forward with her dog, and she's like, "Oh no, they can say hi." I said, "No, they can't say hi. Please, don't bring your dog closer." She then continued to walk forward, not bringing her dog back to her, and her dog is coming straight at my dog. Now, my dog is not going to get aggressive or anything like that, but he's literally, this is him learning a lesson, right? And so I had to be in a mean voice, I had to be like, "No, please get your dog away from my dog." And she still wouldn't do it, so I had to take him all the way across the street away from her. And I was just looking this is such no class, buddy. You're really gonna let your dog, after I told you 3 times that my dog is not allowed to talk to your dog, that you're gonna keep coming at us? No class. No class at all.
I mean,
yeah.
Preach, man.
Yeah.
Preach.
That's rude.
If
someone says no, they mean no.
Someone says no, ever.
Yeah.
That's it.
They just mean no.
You think that because they're dogs, it's like, oh, it's
Yeah.
cool. No, it's dogs, though. No.
Man, some people need to learn some class with their dogs in general.
Yeah, class. Dog etiquette needs...
Yeah. Oh, just the other night, I'm walking in the dark to my car. A tiny Taco Bell dog is about to walk by me with their owner.
Taco Bell dog.
And she just giggles, "Oh, isn't he cute?" And I'm just waiting for this little demon to try to kill me. And of course it does. And I just say to the air, "Yep, every time." And I walk past her.
Oh my God.
Those little dogs scare the shit out of me. I don't know why, but man, they're so ferocious. And she's like, "Oh, he's so cute." I'm like, "No, I know he's not cute. Don't try to trick me. I know."
You got a tough life, friend. I mean, my
Dude.
God.
I got a tough life.
But, I mean, to the listener, no, that's terrible. That's terrible.
I know, that's rude.
Incredibly no class.
Yeah.
I love the buddy.
I know, me too. I'm going to start saying that now. No class, buddy. It kind of helps, like, take the edge off of it. If you're like, no class.
It's true.
That's, like, very harsh. But, like, no class, buddy.
Yeah, I like that.
That's like,
try that one.
Like, okay, I'm not going to try to attack you.
But this particular woman, it sounds like nothing would have stopped that woman and her dog.
No.
So
That's
not cool.
So rude.
So not cool. So
I don't like
rude.
That. Yeah. Good pick. Good pick.
Terrible.
Well done.
Thank you so much for that call.
Yes.
That was awesome.
What do you got?
Guys, keep them coming, please. I love it. I love it. Okay, this no class pick comes from a friend of mine, and I thought it was so good I asked her if I could tell it for her while she remains anonymous.
All right.
Okay.
Fair enough.
So she's at a Kinko's, which I think is a national brand.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
But in case it's not, it's a place where you make copies and have things printed. Younger people might not know what that means, but you know, you can do cool things, make really cool things. And inside the store, she sees this woman who I guess you could call like a minor celebrity in LA, but she's really widely known in the city and has been for decades.
All right.
I see her all the time, have for years, but I've never interacted with her before. I don't want to say her name just because, you know, and honestly, it's not important who she is because these are no class picks and they're always universal. So my friend sees her cutting up and laminating photos of herself.
Okay.
Presumably because she's going to sell them online. That's probably how she makes money these days. Yeah. And my friend sees her putting on lipstick and kissing the backs of the pictures, which, if you can believe it, is totally on brand for this woman and her style of fame. Like, not surprising. So my friend thinks to herself, like, what the heck? It might be cool to buy one of these because I'm seeing her. She's here in person for $20. It's a cool story. I could have it in my house. Like, you know, whatever. So she walks up to her and she asks, she says, are you selling those? And she says, yeah, $50 for the unkissed pictures and $80 for the kissed pictures. Like, okay, you determine your own price, fine.
All right, good on you.
They start talking a little bit, and this woman says that the pictures are for an upcoming art show, and they're having a nice conversation. And the woman asks my friend what she does for a living, as you do. And my friend says she works for a nonprofit. And the woman says, okay. And she goes, well, I sell cheaper things like magnets and keychains in my car, and I also sell T-shirts.
Okay.
And so my friend says, okay, well, how much are the T-shirts? And the woman says, oh, those are $100, but you probably can't afford those because you work for a nonprofit.
That's so good.
Isn't it?
That's so good.
Isn't that crazy?
She is so out of touch with reality that she like doesn't know like what a real job pays. What's happening?
It's like multiple layers. It's no class and just completely off base. Like, you don't know what a nonprofit is.
Yeah, obviously. You don't know very much about anything.
Works. So you're being condescending to
That's
somebody
amazing.
else, not knowing ignoring the fact that if this person has disposable enough income to walk up to you and being willing, who already said she's willing to spend $20 on your picture just for a laugh. In her own house, but you think that
this person probably thinks like it's not just for a laugh. Like she really, really wants the photo. Just like has to have the photo.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
That's incredible.
It's incredible. And when she told me, I was like, that's my no class pick.
That is
100%.
so crazy.
Like, crazy.
I love that.
Not cool.
That is so wild.
Not cool. Be nice to everybody. Good Lord.
I don't even know how I would react if someone said that to me.
She told me that she said, when she said that to her, she said, you're probably right. Not, it's like, bye. And left.
Yeah, I don't want to buy anything from you now. That's amazing. Oh my God.
Wild.
Oh, that's good.
Wild
That's
story.
good. Good one.
All right, guys. Well, that's our show. Thanks so much for being here and hanging with us. Let us know how you're doing. Any thoughts or feelings on the show? Tag us on Instagram. That's always really cool. We got one this week. And as always, we want your no class picks. Call the voicemail 8777-NO-CLASS. We are on Twitter @thatsnoclass, Instagram @thatsnoclass. Email us at thatsnoclass@gmail.com. We love hearing from you guys. I love this no class pick on the voicemail.
That was great.
My dream.
Yes.
We love having your stories on the show.
So stay classy.
Stay classy and have a great week, everybody.